And how does my audio sound? Is there anything wrong with it?
No, sir.
Okay.
Uh, uh, uh. Done redirecting to YouTube. And now we're live. So,
Nice.
all right. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Peace Talk, where we profile awesome personalities and people stepping into their power. Yeah, we're keeping the flow going. And today we have a super awesome guest. Um, we actually go pretty back. And yeah, so yeah, today our guest is Michael. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. So for everyone, wondering, why we're collabing and stuff like this. So, Michael, he's thinking about expanding, into more audiences. He wants to get into gaming probably. So that, that's where I come in. So I own a company called Major League Valorant. I'm the founder and owner of this company. Basically we run tournaments, free tournaments of free entry. Everything is free. That's the best part. You don't got to pay any money
Right.
to join these tournaments. And you know, we have a lot of different positions for Michael to do. He could either do casting, he could participate in the tournaments. We just would like to have him as a part of the team because we like his personality. He just seems like a funny guy. He seems like a person that would benefit to the team. And yeah, it's a win-win situation. We're both trying to expand here.
Yep, definitely. And I'm so grateful for you, brother, for reaching out to me like so because
Oh yeah.
and I know there are several people on this channel. Shout out to y'all watching live who and I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Oh, there you go.
Mhm.
Who've asked me like, hey Mike, when are you gonna use Twitch? Like you could try Twitch, you could try Discord. And I just didn't really know what to tell them. Like I'm this whole field is new to me. So when you approached me with this and kind of showed me, more so how to step into it, very grateful. This is ironically the first Peace Talk where our guest doesn't have a webcam at the moment. So you will
Yeah.
only see audio. It's cool because as we'll uncover, your son is in Pisces. So that's kind of Piscean, kind of behind the veil real quick.
Yeah.
So totally cool with that though.
Yeah,
And
and feel free to, tell everyone about my chart and stuff if you like. Yeah.
yeah, we are gonna look into it. We usually like to start off with that. So
Uh-huh.
as we'll pull up, we know your sun's in Pisces, your moon's in Gemini, and your rising is in Cap. So this is really awesome because you're going through a brand new, awakening of
Yeah,
sorts.
I can totally agree on that. Like in the past
Right,
few months, my whole perspective on life has changed a lot. And, let's say 6 months ago, I was not nearly as happy as I was now, and I
right.
wasn't nearly as successful as I am now.
Six
And
months ago?
yeah, around 6 months ago. And my
Okay.
life is just basically transformed in the past few months, which is pretty damn cool.
Which is really awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And I
saying?
remember you giving me that reading, and basically a lot of the things you said are coming true, which is amazing, pretty cool.
Yeah, your chart is pretty cool. One thing that you said that really gave me chills and stuck out to me is that you're glad to have me a part of the team. And
Hmm.
one thing that Pisces has taught me in my chart, Pisces is my 11th house of teams and collectives. And when I moved to El Paso before I met your mom, funny story. The reason why I know Michael is his mother and I are good friends, and I got to get to know her over the past few years. Awesome person. Shout out to Miko if you
Yeah.
actually check this out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is really interesting because when I first moved to El Paso, um, my good friend, shout out to Gideon, he I met him while we were in an electrical engineering class. We were in an engineering class, like an intro engineering class, and he introduced me to the circle of friends at the time that I would go to. It's like he in my 11th house brought me into there. So I'm
Mhm.
very excited. And that really just opened up.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is there's sort of a correlation where my mom kind of, accepted you into the team, and then now I kind of am.
Well,
Yeah.
I well your mom well the link with your mom is super awesome.
Yeah.
And I met her through Damari Key, or I know that's a backwards name, but the correlation is with Pisces that introduced me to collectives. It's like y'all bring me into this world, and the last person who I referenced, because of him bringing me into that fold, I developed my rapping skills and artistry at
Oh
level.
yeah, I remember that time we went to the studio. I remember that one time you were rapping,
Nice.
spitting bars.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
that's what's up.
yeah, that one time. What was that dude's name? It was one of your friends. I forgot his name. It was in
Yeah.
El Paso. I don't know. You might not remember, but
It
um,
wasn't it wasn't the ranch, right? It was like maybe a home
it
studio.
was Watts. His name was Watts.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
remember?
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. We went to Lowe's Studio. That's
uh-huh,
awesome. Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. That was
Um,
dope.
mhm.
That's what's up. And I know he's based in New Mexico, so I'm not sure if he's back in New York or anything, but yeah, yeah, good time. So as you can see, and this is what I love because you're born 2003, so you're it's amazing to see the influence of Uranus, Neptune, and Aquarius, and then you have Saturn and Gemini. All of these air energies have everything to do with online presence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Manifesting that worth through this, and like to see you step into this at such a young age gives me chills because you're getting ready to just like change the game here as far as
yeah,
like
and also it's all about connections. You know, you can't make
right,
any team, you can't make any money,
right,
you can't do any of that without having the right connections and the right team members. You know, everyone needs a team, everyone needs a group,
right, which
and
is
yeah,
literally second house Aquarius. It's like you're manifesting networks,
yeah,
and
exactly.
the reason why I'm about this is Jupiter and Saturn 2021 are going to go into this next year, and like you're exponentially going to come into like so much abundance,
I'm just
which is
gonna
great.
grow. Yeah.
Right, because you're already growing right now, and
Hmm.
that's just so awesome. So like, you're defining it this year, stepping into next year, and the one thing that I really want to like establish that's just so gangster is this
Hmm.
29-degree and 58-minute Uranus in Aquarius. You're gonna be a billionaire, bro. Like this is like such a genius and mastery of networking
Really?
that yeah, and it connecting to Saturn is going to stabilize this because this has the potential to be unstable in Aquarius. Even though it's stable fixed, it rules Aquarius. So the Lord of your second house is mastered here. I can't emphasize the mastery here of 29-degree Aquarius. It's mastery of innovation of social networks,
Oh
internet,
wow. That's
and
literally exactly what I do. That's pretty cool.
no, but
Yeah.
it's saying that you're a master genius when it comes to
Wow.
this. And it connects to Saturn here in Gemini. So you're able to sustain the potential of this worth through automating it through your lifestyle
Yeah.
and the way you communicate and connect to people. So it's just a good way of saying that you're about to be set for life really, really
Mhm.
shortly. And I like
Well,
how it's
thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
no problem. And this isn't
Yeah.
anything fake. You know what I mean? Like you're making real connections. You're innovating technology with what you're doing. So,
Yeah.
it's gonna. This is a chart of an
Yeah,
adventure
and
as
and,
well
and the
as
main goal of my company is we really, a lot of people that play games, they would really love to make money off playing these games, right? They
right,
don't they don't just want it to be a hobby, they want it to be a source of income.
right,
And that's where I come in and my company comes in and they're like, "You know what, guys? We're running free tournaments here. You can make an income off this." And that's the beauty in it. It's that
hmm
it's all free and it gives everyone a way to turn their hobby and their passion into a way to make money, and that's just our number one goal. We want to create that kind of system for people. And yeah, the best part is that Valorant, the people that made the game, they fully support what I'm doing too.
right.
They almost they encourage it. They've been tweeting and stuff about how the pro scene in that game and the tournament scene, it's not just going to be big corporations and companies dominating it. It's going to be smaller startups like my startup and companies like me that are going to build the industry for people that everyone can start making money off these kind of games, right? And
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of there's a way bigger like base of people that it'll reach in a sense. So, yeah,
And like you said before, like you mentioned how I may get into casting. I'm
yeah,
definitely gonna work on streaming. I'm gonna do a little bit of everything just to get my feet wet, but
Uh-huh.
casting is definitely what I'm looking forward to getting into.
Oh yeah.
Before we step into that though, could you speak a little bit more about your business? What inspired you to step into this field?
Oh,
And to
okay. So I've been playing games for, around like 10 years. And the number one thing in games is that there's a lot of people that want to make money off the game, but it's sort of like going pro in a sport, right? You
right,
need to be the best of the best to make money off that sport.
yep,
You can't be average and make money. You have to be the best. And the same thing with gaming, right? There's so many gamers out there that would love to make money, but they're not the best of the best, and they just don't have time to be the best of the best. So, with our tournaments, we're basically expanding the tournaments into a way larger audience of people. So, since we run our tournaments in a way that anyone can sign up, that means that anyone can sign up, anyone can win the tournament, right?
right,
Anyone can be a part of it. And all the other pro scenes, like this is what separates my business from the rest of the businesses. And all the other pro scenes, you can only enter those tournaments if you're a pro. You can only enter those tournaments if you are the best of the best. And, not everyone can do that. Not everyone has time for that.
mhm,
But now, people can, have fun. They could play with their friends. They could start teams. This is how you build friendships and teams, and you have fun. The number one thing is I'm trying to create a good experience for the people in the tournaments. So,
right.
I want people to come back. I want people to be like, wow, that was really fun. I'm looking forward to it again. And that's our number one goal. We always accept criticism. We're always open to new ideas.
Right.
If any of you guys ever join the Discord, that's the thing we run this out of. We're also going to be registering some, uh, you know, our website's going to be mlv.gg. That domain will be registered soon. And yeah, the Discord link should be, somewhere. Michael will promote it. And if
Mhm.
you guys want to join, a lot more info is in the Discord. All the rules, what we're about, when our tournaments are starting. So our newest tournament, our first one that we're ever hosting actually, is going to be September 5th.
Okay.
Um, and it's a $750 tournament. Anyone can join. Any of you guys who play
You say
Valorant,
it's free, right? That's the
yeah,
best part. Like,
free
so
to
you can
enter.
just join to
Yep.
play
You
or
could
to
join.
just like
You could
spectate.
just join. That's all. There's nothing else. All it takes is a few clicks of your mouse. That's the beauty in it.
And that'll have you be able to spectate or actually participate.
Participate. Yeah,
Oh,
you could
that's
join the tournament. Yep, it's
awesome.
free to join.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's the best part. Anyone can participate. We're trying to reach everyone here. We're not just trying to reach, the big millionaires who already are just in the pro scene and they're the guys at the top. We're trying
Right.
to help everyone have fun and, enter these tournaments. And, in the future, we're going to expand to even more games if we get that big, not just Valorant. We could do Smash Bros. We could do,
Smash
Call of Duty.
Bros.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. We could do all those kind of games, right?
Right.
Um, and yeah, there's a lot more info in the Discord. If you guys want to know like exactly what we're all about, join the Discord link. Everyone
So
should join the Discord.
I do have the link right down below in the description box, the Discord link. For those of you who just joined, I'm interviewing a good friend, Michael. We go back, and he has approached me recently with ways to expand my brand into gaming.
Yeah.
So, about to see me in the gaming scene, most likely casting actually gaming events, which I mean, as a Gemini, like I'm just gonna have so much fun doing.
Yeah, perfect. It's perfect for you.
I was watching the other day after our conversation last time, like Super Smash Bros. Casting, and I kept on getting out my seat because it's just so epic.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fun, right? It makes you want to
oh
play
my
more.
god, blah, blah.
Yeah,
So yeah, just all that hype and
exactly.
all that
That's
energy.
the best part about it is like it's fun, it's
Right.
all about having a good experience. It's all about having fun. And
Yeah.
everyone in the scene, right? We're all just having fun here. It's not
Right.
like we're getting up and we're going to a job that we hate. We actually love doing what we're doing, right? And that's the whole goal.
Right.
We're here to, you know, do something we love, do something that we want to do, because that's what you're best at. When you're doing what you want to do, that's
Mhm.
what you're best at, right? Uh,
And that's something that I want to once again emphasize. I love how you're born 2003 and I really feel like your generation of people and individuals, it's like you're taking stuff like the gaming field. Because 10 years, I was watching a video about how Deshaun Raw, popular YouTuber, when he was big, like 2015, 2010, the only thing that was popular on YouTube at the time was gaming, vlogs, and skits.
Hmm.
So it's amazing to see how gaming was big back then, and it's still only
Yeah.
getting
And a
bigger.
lot of you guys need to realize this, a lot of people hear gaming and they're like, oh, that's just a hobby. Well,
Right.
it's really not a hobby anymore. A lot of you guys will be surprised, but the top professional gamers make millions of dollars per year. They make a lot of money. There's a lot of money in the scene. So,
Right.
a lot of people that have, the time to get good at games and stuff, there's really a lot of potential there. And I
Mhm.
do recommend more and more people to start playing games. It's really just a good way to
Yeah.
pass your time. Here, I'll just give you a personal example, right? A lot of me and my friends, instead of going out and doing bad things, going out in the streets, getting into drugs, stuff like that, we're just playing games instead. And it's just a way better way to spend your time
Yeah.
than doing something that is negative. I just like to encourage people to play games more. They're fun, they're good for you, not
Right.
don't overdo it, of course.
Right. Right.
Everything is good in moderation. But yeah.
You definitely have a more mature edge to you. I see that as the Capricorn rising. Like you got the balance of the youthful soul, but you definitely an older spirit. So one thing that I love about your generation is that you're innovating the notion of job creation. Like when I was your age and having to kind of figure out what I was going to do, we were just stepping into this more alternative.
Yeah, this internet. When you were a
Right.
kid, the internet wasn't there wasn't Amazon when you were a kid, right?
Exactly. No,
Yes.
I don't think so.
So that's the thing. That's the thing where, I'm taking full advantage of the internet,
Right.
it would be honestly dumb to not. There's so much ways you can just promote things, you could start companies on the internet, and I'm really privileged, to be honest, to even be alive in this time.
Right. This
Where,
is what a time to be
yeah,
alive.
what a time to be alive, right? We can contact anyone at any time. We can do all these things that the human race didn't never even would dream about doing. We can do nowadays. So yeah, you know, I'm just really excited to be on the interview, working with
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
And especially, taking into account the the use of the internet
yeah,
and y'all like we're seeing people who aren't even 10 years old make bank just off
yeah,
of YouTube.
exactly.
So
Um,
it's amazing. Right.
yeah, I encourage all you guys watching. You should look into Valorant. A lot of you guys would probably like the game. It's a really fun game.
Could you explain that more? What is
Oh,
Valorant?
okay. So Valorant, it's a 5v5 team shooter. Basically, one side has to plant the bomb, and one side has to defend against the people that are going to plant the bomb.
Okay.
And it's very competitive, right? There's a really big skill gap with the game. So if you put a lot of time into the game, you'll see the results. It's sort of like bodybuilding, right? If you put 2 hours a day of practice into gaming or Valorant, you're gonna see the results. You're gonna see yourself get better, and then the more time you play, you know, you're refining your skill palette to the like level of you can actually start making money off that game,
Mm,
which is
okay.
pretty cool. And
It's like
yeah,
kind of
and
like
oh yeah, it's completely free to play. Valorant is completely free, no
nice,
cost at
nice,
all. That's the
and it's
best
free to
part
join the
about
tournaments.
everything. Yeah, exactly. It is completely
Nice.
free. All you need is a computer. That's all you need to play, and that's all you need to
That's
be
what's
a
up.
part of this, right? And a lot of other companies, similar to mine, they have a paywall. You hear all these good things about them, this and that and this, and then you just hit a wall where you need to spend money. And a lot of people, that's the point where they're like, we don't really want to do this now. I don't want to pay money to this. I don't really know what this is.
Right.
I'd rather just go do something else. But that's the best part. People can get into this for free. And a lot that just opens it to a way bigger audience, right? Because
Right.
the difference between a person that'll pay $10 a month to the person that'll just go in for free is there's way more people that it
Yeah.
can attract. And it's really just fun at the end of the day. It's just a fun game. It's a fun tournament, and like even Say you guys have friend groups, right? And you guys are trying to learn new things to do or find new hobbies, right? A lot of you guys need new hobbies. Maybe you're bored with your hobby right now. Shoot, get your friends, call them up, be like, guys, there's this new game called Valorant. Let's go make a team. All you need is 5 people. You can make any team you want,
Yeah,
and you could participate. With your friends, your real life friends, and that's the best part about it. It's just something fun to do. Get people's minds off all the just
stress.
negativity in the world,
Yeah.
right? There's so much negativity, and sometimes it's just nice to escape from that in a
I
sense.
used to play Halo and Modern Warfare back in the day with my friends back when I was still in high school, and I suck so bad at first person shooters. So I feel like now this is my time to actually practice and get way better.
Yeah. So yeah, I recommend all you guys to check out Valorant. It's a great game. It's free to play, and yeah, the Discord link is you can join it. It's below in the description. Yeah. So
So
any other questions?
does your company focus mainly on tournaments?
Yeah, my company does focus mainly on tournaments, but we actually are looking into in the future. So what we're actually going to be releasing is a roadmap of what we're going to do currently, and it's going to be basically just showing what our plans are, right? We're going to be probably
Nice.
running weekly tournaments, and then we're also probably going to have an actual league, like a league of players that have ranks and stuff to determine the top players from the mediocre players.
Right.
People are there. It's going to be a league of people, and it's going to be a really active big community. It's already growing pretty fast. We're getting like hundreds of members, and
Nice.
we're working with Monster Energy. There's a lot of opportunities right now, and it just
Right.
depends on how good we play our cards. And yeah,
Which is something that's fascinating to me. Like I would have expected a field like this to be saturated by now, but it's
it yeah,
still
it's
growing
it's it's
so
really
much.
it really just there's no limit to it. It's just
Right.
gonna keep growing. Probably in the next 20 years, gaming will be
Wow.
bigger than sports itself.
I
Like
believe that.
like literally, it
If it's not
already is.
already.
Yeah, it already is probably like way
Yeah.
more people play games than sports already.
Oh
So
yeah.
just think about how many people in 20 years are going to be into this, right? It's going to be probably the one of the biggest markets in the whole world.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
That's what's up, man.
yeah,
Well,
so and we don't just do tournaments, the bigger we get, we can even do charity streams or charity tournaments, right? All the money that we raise could go to a certain charity, like the bomb that just happened in Lebanon. A lot of people dying there, a lot of bad stuff going on there. Say we run a charity tournament for them. All the money we raise goes to the Red Cross in Lebanon, stuff like that,
right.
We could do a lot of things. It's basically just an organization that is here to have fun,
Right.
no other specific goal. We're just here to provide an experience that everyone could have fun with, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, before we close, let's play the three questions game real quick.
Okay.
We'll just take turns asking each other questions. You can start. You can ask me one. I'll answer. I'll ask you one. You answer, and then we'll
All
go
right.
back and forth two more rounds after that.
All right. So, what's your favorite game of all time?
Oh, damn! I was gonna ask you.
Uh,
uh, my favorite game of all time, um, has to be Super Smash Bros.
okay.
Ultimate because I just love that whole franchise. I really, other outside of that, I know you asked me for one. I'm really in love with the Phoenix Wright series. If Smash Bros wasn't my favorite, I only play that. The
Mhm.
Mario and Luigi RPG games on the handheld. But there's this series called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That's my favorite game of all time. I love that
Okay.
game. It follows like you basically it's like a turn-based type of like it's more reading than anything, but you kind of ask questions to characters, solve cases on the field and in the court. And I just love that whole series. I got to catch up to it, but it's
Oh,
really
okay. That sounds cool. I have to
yeah,
look into that.
yeah, it's pretty dope. It's really dope. Objection, yeah, Rachel, you know what's up. So, my question for you is what's your favorite type of game?
What's my
First person
favorite type
shooter,
of game?
action event, yeah,
My favorite type of game is I have to say shooter. I've been playing shooter games,
Right.
Call of Duty, Halo, all CS:GO, 1.6, Half-Life, all these kind of games I've been playing for a really long time, Valorant,
Mhm.
Fortnite, all those kind of games are just really fun. I love playing them. So yeah, definitely has to be shooter.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that. I mean, when shooter games are so good when you're actually good at them, and then it's
Yeah.
like, oh wow, this is lit. I
Yeah,
can.
like what that's the best part is, once you're actually good at one of these games, it really feels rewarding. The
Right.
work pays off. You're like, wow, I'm actually pretty good and wow, I'm
No
set apart
scoping
from the
people.
crowd. Like,
Right.
it's good to feel that way. You're feeling like special in a way, you're better than other people at the game and the hard work pays off. And the best part is you can make money while having fun. There
What's
you
up, Miko? I see she's in the chat. What's popping?
go.
Can make money. I feel like this stuff kind of reminds me like people who make money gambling and playing poker, except this is a lot more stable.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're not risking like
Right.
almost anything, right?
It's
But
just
yeah,
more skill.
people who gamble, they have a lot of fun. But
Right.
the best part about gaming is that you're really not risking anything at all.
Right.
You're just there to be there. Like a lot of people think that getting into PC gaming is too expensive. You guys could build I could send all of you guys a PC list that could run any game right now on the market, any game for $500. For
Whoa.
$500, you can run any game on the market, literally
Wow.
any game. I've done it with five of my friends. They asked me to get in the PC building, and I'm like, "Here you go, homie." I send them the list. They spend $500, and they're in PC gaming. Only 500. That's all you got to spend. That's all a PC costs.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really it's
Very
not.
affordable.
It used to be, that was the biggest thing was the price point. PC gaming was too expensive back in the day. But nowadays, with all the technology advancements, and I do recommend a lot of you guys to go look into what Nvidia is doing. They released their new graphics card series and they're just, revolutionizing gaming in a way. So is AMD. A lot of these companies are lowering the price points so
Right.
people like you guys that they don't want to spend 1,000, 2,000 on a PC, people they can spend 500 and get into the scene. And that's the best part about it is that it's just becoming more and more easy to just get into the scene.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, and then that also in turn gives all of your fans a way to interact with you on a personal level, right? Because if they're participating in a tournament that you're, casting on, they're participating with you in a personal level. They're
Mhm.
having fun with you, right?
Yep.
Which is pretty cool.
That's awesome. So I think we're on round two.
Yeah. All right. So do I need to ask you a question?
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your favorite TV show ever?
Mm,
It could
um,
be any TV show.
right.
Could be on Netflix, could be on TV, whatever you got. Kind of a hard question here. How about you give me a top three? How about that?
All right. I like
Yeah, because
that.
picking one, there's so many good ones out there. Let's
You
just
know,
pick three.
okay. So, my top three right now. I'm currently finishing season 7, the last season of this one show, but I'm gonna say Bleach, the anime. The Mentalist is what I'm finishing. Awesome show. Um, the season 7, they kind of forced romance though, so I'm not really feeling it. But and also, I'm gonna throw Assassination Classroom or Hunter x Hunter. I'm gonna throw another and
Huh,
yeah,
cool.
um, interesting question. I feel like I'm on the verge of fleshing out what my favorite TV show might be. But other than that, my question for you is, what is what do you feel? What do you feel is the right step for someone who wants to be an entrepreneur right now?
Hmm. What's the right step?
Right. It's a little vague, but
So where are you starting here? Like, are you starting with $10,000 or are you starting from the bottom?
true, true. I
Uh,
would
let
say
yeah, just
yeah,
tell me what.
let's say you're starting from the bottom. Like what's
Okay, starting from the bottom.
Right.
What I would do personally, I would get a job. I would work that job for a few years till I saved up a decent sum of money, right?
Mhm.
And then I would take a maybe a business loan with a bank. From there, I would start up a small startup in any kind of startup that, seems like it would be lucrative, right? Just like a $10,000 business loan plus the money you saved. You start from there. And a lot of people have this misconception that you can only make money if you have money, which isn't true at all. With MLV, right? I didn't have to put any money down to make this.
Mm.
I only have to put money into the running the website and the tournaments, right?
Right.
A lot of people think that you have to have money to make money. You don't. You just need a good idea. And that's my number one recommendation. Think about making money always. If you want to manifest wealth and you want to become an entrepreneur, you need to always be securing that bag. Think about getting that money. Think about it. Being wealthy and becoming an entrepreneur, that's a lifestyle you have to live. You can't just live that lifestyle 1 day a week. You have to live that lifestyle 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. If you
Mm.
guys want to become rich and wealthy and you want to become abundant, you have to
Right.
live that lifestyle every day of your life
That's
until
real.
it happens.
Hmm.
And it's all about the mindset, right? It's all about you. I can tell you everything what to do, but it's up to you if you want to do it. You could lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
That's
So
facts.
it's all about you yourself. You got to think about ways. When I'm right before I'm about to go to sleep, I know maybe this isn't everyone, this is just me. I'm just thinking about ways to make money. I'm thinking about ways to start businesses. It's like something on my brain that's
I
itching.
admire the hustle,
Yeah.
brother.
you
That's
know
awesome.
like
Yeah.
like when you have an itch, right, and you can't get it off you. That's my
Right.
itch. My itch is ideas. My itch is starting stuff that people don't think of, creating new ideas, expanding, stuff like
Mhm.
that. And I recommend everyone to meditate. Meditating is a pretty
Mm.
good practice too.
Okay.
So meditating about, say, you don't have the best financial situation, put an hour aside per day to just sit there and really think, you know, why am I not making enough money? Why do I not have any businesses that I own? Why do this and that and this? And the more that you look within yourself, the more answers you will get, because no one can tell you about yourself other than you.
That's true.
So, looking into yourself is key to becoming an entrepreneur.
I respect that a lot about you, man. You're very serious about what you do. Like, there's no nonsense. Like, you know what you want and you know what you're ready to accomplish, which is just like awesome, especially to see at your age. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
super awesome.
A lot of kids my age, they're focused on drugs and having sex. I'm
Right.
different in that way. I'm focused on building a foundation, because if you build a foundation young, you know, the sky's, there's no limits to what you can do. Once you have a foundation, you could just do anything from there. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's
Um,
awesome.
so is it my turn to ask you a question?
Yeah, we got the last round right here.
All right. Hmm. What is your favorite cuisine?
Just to answer that question, this kid is creative. How much Capricorn and Taurus is in his chart? So he's Cap rising, Mars in Cap, Chiron in Cap. Very, very powerful, exalted energy. My favorite cuisine? That's a really good question. Um, and you just mean like any like food meal or anything like that?
It could be a certain genre of food. It can be, a dish. It can be a certain restaurant you eat at. Just like, what's your favorite kind of thing to eat? What's your favorite kind of food? What kind of stuff do you like eating?
Probably everything. No, that's a good
Everything?
question.
Yeah, me
No,
too, honestly.
right. Yeah,
I'm not too picky.
right. I don't have a I
Yeah.
love pizza. I love spaghetti. I love
Yeah.
sushi. It's actually been really hard. I feel like I still have to go on my epic food adventure so that I
Yeah,
can,
that's a great idea too. A lot of
right,
these YouTubers, they want to go and travel the
vlog
world.
it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You could go to the Philippines, try some Filipino food. You could go to China, you could try some Chinese food. You could go to
Yeah.
Europe, you could go. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's sounds amazing.
So I gotta go on an adventure, and I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know until you tried everything, I guess.
To me, at least, then for sure. So, good question, by the way. My question for you is, and I think you answered a bit of it, but where do you see your company in 5 to 10 years?
Huh. I see my company being one of the faces of Valorant, the one of the faces of Valorant pro scene, and I see my company being a a household name in the gaming industry,
That's what's up.
and that's what I see. Yeah, and if it
That's
doesn't
awesome.
make it there, at least I tried.
Right. Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
So, I mean, you might accomplish that way sooner than expected. So, all power to you, man. We're gonna
yeah.
close this out. Just with you
Uh huh.
sharing us with some advice. What's the last piece of advice for people, walking their path? And I have your Discord link, but is there any other thing you want to share with how people can get in touch with you?
Oh, okay. So if any of you guys would like to contact me, I also do computer building and stuff. So if any of you guys in here are interested in computer building, you can contact me. I can make you a part list free of charge. I can help you build it. Like all you really have to do is call me on Discord, turn your video camera on your phone, and I'll tell you exactly what to do. So there's my email. I just sent it in the Zoom chat. Um,
Put it in the description box.
and then the Discord is below. I recommend all you guys to join my Discord. If you want to know what I'm about even more, I'm very active there. You can ask me any questions. Here's my Discord tag actually for anyone who wants to add me to. And if any of you guys aren't familiar with Discord, it's sort of just a chatting platform for anyone. There's really no guidelines to Discord. It's literally just um, you can do whatever you want. There's anime servers, there's Netflix show servers, there's gaming servers, there's servers for everything. There's political debate server, there's
Oh
anything.
wow.
It's sort of like Reddit in a sense. It's like
Right.
Reddit but way more like user friendly in a way because
Cool.
it's really nice to use.
Right.
And my word of advice to anybody that is trying to just expand themselves is look within before you ask other people for advice.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. We'll end with that right there. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, brother. I know next time we'll be able to get your video up on here so we can
Oh
see it.
yeah.
And other than that, thank you guys in the live chat for tuning in. And yeah, until next time, y'all stay blessed as
Yeah.
always.
And make sure you guys all join the Discord. And thank you. See you guys
No
later.
problem. Sweet.